Hey, I'm Rocket Man, and this is Mercy of Whims.
Mercy of Whims is sponsored by Jamie Hardy, your mortgage gal in the Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan, and Edmonton area. Providing professional mortgage services with the most competitive rates for over 15 years. Before your next home purchase, give the mortgage gal a call and let her guide you through the best mortgage solutions. With you every step of the way, themortgagegal.ca.
Well, I had a good vacation, disappeared for a little while, left the show in some very capable hands, but now I'm back, and I'm here to talk about some very exciting stuff this week. But before we get into that, we gotta do all the business first. You gotta hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. We love to hear from you, and we love for you to tell all your friends about us. We are the blog for nerds and by nerds, so check us out at mercyofwhims.com. We're the place to get all of your nerd news, nerd fun, all the video game and pop culture info that you can handle. So, like I said, this week, we're taking on E3. It's happening right now, like as we speak. There's probably info that we've missed already because we taped all this in advance, but check it out. We've got a whole big list of fun stuff that you're going to want to play in the coming year or years, depending on how long this all takes to come out. And we have a new game that you should definitely check out that's on Steam and the Switch called Gato Roboto, and it absolutely blew my mind, even with 8-bit monochrome graphics. It's something you have to see to believe. So, stay right where you are, and we'll bring the show to you.
Hey everybody, I'm Rocket Man, and I'm here with our special friend Tiny NPC.
I'm a special friend.
Yeah, special friend right here, special friend in video game, Pokemon, Nintendo gloriousness, but we're talking about all of E3 today.
That is the hottest, latest video game action that is going on right now.
Yeah, in fact, it is literally happening right now, which means...
As we speak.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about right now that is going to be updated. Hopefully we'll get our editor, who's a godsend, to add a few details once we're done, because there's so much happening, and it's real time. We'll go through all the stuff, all the info we have now.
That we have now.
Yes, correct. So E3, Electronic Entertainment Expo, huge deal. A lot of video games usually get announced. A lot of big presentations are made. So we made a list here. We've got some information on what we're excited about.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's, Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo.
Nintendo!
And then miscellaneous, which would be like Google and PC.
Yeah.
Maybe...
You have to give PC a little more respect than that.
I get it. Yes, the PC master race will strike me down. Yes, I understand. I own a PC. I do a lot of PC gaming. All I'm saying is it's a bit more of a mixed bag, because you have everything from the tiny, tiny indie games up to the giganto console games that end up on PC. So...
For time's sake.
For time's
sake.
Pare it down. I think we've got mostly console games here, although there are a lot of multi-platform games. Now, PlayStation isn't going to be showing, or Sony's not going to be showing up at all. They're doing a separate thing.
Oh yeah, they took their ball and they're going home.
Yeah.
They have their own game playing.
So, whatever. Nintendo's done that for a while now. I think they still have a floor presence, so you can demo games, but they do the Nintendo Directs.
Yep.
So that's all separate. So the big companies, you have the developers like Ubisoft, Square Enix, Bethesda. They've all got huge games coming out. And then Microsoft is actually doing a presentation right now. Microsoft is talking about their stuff, so we'll get some info splashed on the screen for that. Now, are there any Microsoft games that you're excited about?
No.
You never played any of them?
I'm not a Microsoft fan.
No Xbox stuff?
Xbox.
Okay.
No,
Not even Fable?
Yucky. See, no, because I couldn't jump on the Xbox bandwagon, and so I never even really gave Fable a chance, just because I have that prejudice against Microsoft. And I could be missing out, but you know what? I don't even care.
If you have the chance,
I like.
go back and check out Fable 1. It's not bad. And
fingers crossed, there's a rumor this year, new Fable might be announced. Maybe, okay? Lionhead Studios has a game in the works. They said it's probably going to be an open world kind of thing. Maybe we'll get a good RPG out of this.
If they cross over to Sony and the PlayStation, maybe I will. Because that's what they did with Mass Effect.
Yes.
And stuff. They re-released Mass Effect, first one, like, for PlayStation.
Of
finally.
course.
And
then,
I got to experience it.
And for Nintendo as well, although to a lesser degree.
Yeah.
Now, Microsoft has already stated, one of their big announcements from, like, I think 2 months ago, that they're bringing Xbox Live to Nintendo. So we're going to get a whole bunch of Microsoft games on Nintendo. We're not even going to be missing out. Going to be fine. Although, so the big games Microsoft is announcing is going to be Gears of War 5, more pew pew pew.
Pew-pews.
And if you want more pew 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 than that,
even more pew pews.
we've got Halo Infinite also coming up. So there's plenty of pew pew pews coming up on your Microsoft Xbox connections. Don't worry, folks. You'll hear all about it. Now, on a more general note, less specific to Microsoft, we've got some big games. The number one, I think, is Cyberpunk 2077. This is one we were just talking about.
Is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves just came out.
That's
they just
kind
released,
of a big deal.
There's this new trailer that just came out, and Keanu Reeves, fully digitized, voice acting the whole thing. It looks fantastic.
He's so attractive.
I'm a big fan. Well, if you're just into it for the man meat, I'm sure there's plenty of that on there for you. But it's also going to be a fun game.
It is going to be a wicked game.
Yeah. I'm very excited for Cyberpunk 2077.
But I gotta wonder, so because there's all that hype with Death Stranding, because it has
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, Boondock Saints guy. And then the Walking Dead guy, that guy. Is this kind of their, like, comeback? Like, hey, look, we have a big name as well and stuff. Play our game. It's a lot cooler.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that a lot of these Hollywood stars are getting drawn into the video game world because as budgets go up and the potential to make more income, they have to bring in these big stars, right? Like, for instance, another rumor that's being passed around is that George R.R. Martin's video game is going to be getting a preview at this E3.
No, he can't be working on anything until we get our books. We need to finish Game of Thrones in book format before he has any other side projects. George!
Yes.
Get with it!
Agreed. I think it's mostly licensing, like he's kind of overseeing it, although if it is a full-on project he's writing, that's going to be making a lot of people angry.
Rage!
So maybe we'll hear about that. Who knows? But I think you're right. The star power is definitely upping in the video game world. What else do we have coming out here? I wrote down just a few quick video games that we could bounce over.
What about Dying Light?
Oh, Dying Light,
yes.
For it. Dying Light 2 is coming out. If you're a big fan of the Dead Island games or Dying Light 1, then you'll definitely enjoy more of Dying Light 2. It's going to be more open world, more interactive. So it's just more of the same good stuff. More parkour.
Are zombies still relevant?
Are zombies still relevant? We're kind of saturated now because Walking Dead is kind of tanked in popularity and all the other zombie games have kind of fallen off. So maybe they'll be the only one. Although, on a zombie note, Last of Us 2 could theoretically make an appearance not at E3 proper, but at Sony's separate event, right? Because everyone is anticipating when is Last of Us 2 going to come out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a monster of a game. Some other games you have written down here. Darksiders Genesis. Now, were you ever a fan of the Diablo kind of games?
No, not Diablo. But is Darksiders the one with Morgan, Felicia? I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Oh, no. I'm
Donovan and...
no, I'm not certain. I didn't get super into the Darksiders games, but then I heard about this announcement, and I am a big fan of the Diablo-style games. It's really accessible. It's really fun if you can get multiplayer on them. So I'm excited to see what this Darksiders Genesis is going to be all about. More looting,
I'm going to put it because I have no idea.
Yeah. And Darksiders Genesis is one of these games that's going to be out for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, and also the Google Stadia, or Stadia, whatever you're going to call it. It's, they're trying
Tomato.
Exactly. They're trying to stick their foot in the door and go, come on, let us in. So they're making this one of their big games that they're going to have on the service.
So, speaking of, like, all these, big games and stuff, and what you're super excited for. I know you're a huge Marvel fan.
Absolutely.
And what about this new Avengers game there's been like whispers about?
Oh, Square Enix's Avengers game. That's going to be the highlight of the Square Enix press conference. I absolutely need to know more about this, given that the PlayStation Spider-Man game was so huge. If they can even do a little bit of that
with the Avengers, well, I would like more personally, but adding some multiplayer, adding some customization, having all of the Avengers. Theoretically, you can kind of customize. I'm wondering, can you make like your own hero? Can you make your own Avenger? That would be amazing.
That'd be pretty neat.
I would make my own Avenger for days and weeks and months on end.
Before actually playing the game.
Oh, yeah. I would just play it like The Sims. Like,
yeah.
It would be so good. Now, on the other side of things, too, there's like, that's the big, epic, high-budget game. On the beat-em-up side, there's a Switch exclusive to the classic Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Hand. It's straight up just, here's a bunch of heroes, here's a basic story, go beat up everything,
Smash all the things!
Exactly! You can Hulk smash everything. Or
Sweet.
Star-Lord smash everything. Or Captain America Justice.
Rocket Blast!
Everything. Yeah! More pew pew pew, more smash smash smash. So I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. And as soon as I find out more about this Avengers game, I'll definitely be looking into that as well.
Oh, and you said that's like for the Switch?
Yeah, it's an exclusive for the Switch. And it was a huge multi-platform game back in the day. And I guess they looked at the Switch and said, that's the biggest system right now, and we don't need to make it too graphically intense. Let's just make it more democratic, more easily portable with the Switch console.
Speaking of Switch exclusive,
oh
one
my
of the
God.
things that I am really excited for is the remake of Link's Awakening.
Yeah, Link's Awakening!
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm so... Like, rewind 10 years ago, like, tiny NPC back then stuff would have seen that and be like...
Tinier NPC.
Tinier NPC. Would have seen, like, the style, like, the more cutesy style, like, oh, that is so lame and stuff, like, because with, the gradual progression of Legend of Zelda series and the different styles and stuff of Link, like when we had Twilight Princess, like, it was like dark and it was just like, wow, this is so mature, this is so cool. And then if that Tiny would have seen the remake of Link's Awakening, like how it's styled out, so like, oh, that is so lame, I'm never gonna play it and stuff.
Yeah,
and
so it's too cartoony, it's not intense enough.
But now, as an adult, and stuff, like, I think it's fantastic. Like, I went back and stuff and played Wind Waker, and because back then when it was first released, like, oh, again, it's Toon Link, it's so lame, and I'm way too cool for that, really. I was never too cool for that. I will never be
I think
too cool for...
Everyone was critical of Wind Waker when it first came out, and now since they've done the HD remake for the Wii U, fantastic game. They also did that Link Between Worlds for the 3DS.
I
also
really enjoyed
same style,
that.
very cool stuff.
Yeah.
And then they did the Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Like the aesthetic is proven to work. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that they're just taking another very popular game and giving it the same treatment.
Yeah. But then not only do we have like the top-down style stuff, we have like also like the side-scrolling. They're adding like a little hint of like the 3D element and adding like more dimension to it.
Of course, yeah, literally more dimension, top and side.
Top and side, yeah.
Now, I know
wow.
you're a big Zelda fan, but you're also a huge Pokemon fan.
And that brings us to Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yep.
That is such a huge deal.
Now, Nintendo is not going to have their official big stage presentation like they've done in the past. They've been doing Nintendo Directs for a while now, but there will be...
They're so successful.
Yes, they're very, very successful. That's, I think, part of the reason why Sony has went that route as well. They want to do their own separate event.
Yeah.
So we're going to be hearing more about this in a digital presentation, and I think some people might be able to play it on the floor at E3, so we'll get some impressions from the blogs, kind of what they feel about it. But we've got a lot of details here that we've plumbed from the very recent... the very recent Nintendo Direct. So,
well, we have a release date, November 15th.
November 15th. It's coming out relatively soon. And there's basically a whole new game here. They're not remaking something else. It's a new, big open world, very pretty stuff. A lot of new Pokemon.
Beautiful. And the gyms themselves and stuff, they're not just gyms, they're full-on stadiums.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, like, how they finance these things. Like,
what's the economy like in the Pokemon world? Is there some sort of like black market Pokemon trade that they use to fund this whole operation? Because
they're turning gym battles, they were a big deal, but now they're like the Super Bowl.
You know who could get to the bottom of this? Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu can and probably should and will.
Detective Pikachu 2. The black market. Now, we've got tons more stuff on here. I'm not sure we have time for all of it, but I just want to run down a few other things that are going to be popping up. Luigi's Mansion 3. A lot of people are very excited for that. Borderlands 3 also. There's already been a lot of hype for that. There's a big video for it. We'll get to know more about that at the big show. Super Mario Maker 2. A lot of people are very excited for. And then Wolfenstein Gonna have a huge showing, most likely. Fire Emblem, Three Houses. I'm a big fan. I love turn-based combat. And then also the Mario Rabbids game.
Yes!
Maybe we'll see a sequel. Who knows?
Oh, I love Rabbids!
And then I know you're a huge fan of the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to see some cutscenes and maybe some gameplay. So that would be really nice to check out.
More!
Let's see, is there anything else here? I've got some notes about stuff that might jump out and surprise us.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, yeah, we're probably not going to get a chance to see that, but it is amazing. I'm just getting a note from our producer also. We should tell you that Final Fantasy VII you can buy online right now. You can get Final Fantasy VII for a big discount. I'm not sure if we can say where it's from. Yeah, it's like $30 off. Definitely look into it. There's a whole bunch of games out there that are in the shuffle of digital sales.
Death Stranding right now is like $30 off.
Oh, yeah, if you're into Death Stranding, definitely pre-order it
right now.
Now, I'm not sure we're going to get anything new from Death Stranding because they've been. I mean, that very cryptic trailer they dropped didn't answer a lot of questions.
Did you just watch the most recent one?
Yeah, it was just like it blew my mind, and I was like, "What is even happening right now? What is going on with this game? It's preposterous."
You sounded like Captain Kirk right
there. What is even happening right now? Yeah, The Last of Us 2 might be there, maybe not. Assassin's Creed, we might get a nod. They'll probably just show the logo with a question mark under it. And Astral Chain, yeah, made by the same people as Nier Automata, and Nier Automata 3 also might be getting some love at the fest. So we'll see. We'll see what else pops up.
By the time this airs, we will have so much more information.
You'll know more than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just laying this out there to get you folks psyched. This is what we're all in it for, all right? So as soon as some of this starts coming out, we'll start playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play it on the show. Oh, and then after this is done, of course.
Oh, yes. We spoke about last week.
Yes.
What I'm super excited for. It was just recently released. Gato Roboto.
Yes.
So as soon as we wrap up here and stuff, join me for a bit of some gameplay of it.
Yeah,
I purchased it and I haven't played it yet. I've been waiting to preview it for you guys.
Some 8-bit Mega Man style cat Robotech action.
I'm so excited.
It looks preposterous, so I hope you'll stick around and join us for that. I'm Rocket Man.
I'm the Tiny NPC.
And thanks for watching.
Bye! Hey guys, Tiny NPC here with...
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. So today we're bringing to you a tiny taste of Gato Roboto. So last week's episode, we watched the trailer. You guys are about as excited as I am. Are you excited?
Yeah, super excited for cat-based Metroid or Mega Man style combat. Let's do it.
So this cat, its name is Kiki, as we all know. So Kiki, cats, plus mechs. Oh, this is my dream game. I'm so excited. So let's dive right in.
Let's do it. Cat, robot, blasto times.
Domo arigato, gato roboto.
So this is, sorry, I misspoke. This is a Mega Man style game. So
Mega Man, Metroid, Castlevania.
Well, because the Metroidvania style is more about the large dungeons that you have to travel back and forth in, whereas the Mega Man is a single direction. You have to beat each chunk of rooms and then you're done with them.
Blinks off.
So which one is it more like? Is it just...
Review? Oh, she's so cute! This kills me. All the reviews have referred to it as a Metroidvania.
Oh, it is a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool. Because I do like Mega Man games, but Metroidvania are more my style.
Okay.
We're starting from scratch here.
Yeah,
Level
we're
1.
starting from scratch. We have 5 minutes of gameplay. We'll go through the first level. You tell us what you think.
Yeah.
And yeah, what the hype is real. Oh boy. Oh shoot. Selecting is B. That's gonna be awkward.
You could always swap the controller out if you want, because we're using the GameCube style
Yeah.
right
Oh,
now.
as you can see, yeah, GameCube style.
Which, it's great for some games and less great for others. I think this one's fine. Gary to mission control. Got me in mission control. I love the voiceover. Kind of reminds me of Star Fox. 42069. You know what I'm talking about. Drugs and sex. Boners and pills.
I don't know if I can say another episode.
Bleep it. I dare you. I mean, they're the ones that said 42069.
Yeah.
This guy looks kind of Captain Kirk-ish.
He does. Oh, cat's always walking with the keyboard. It looks like a gigapet. Did you have a
Yes,
gigapet? It
yes,
looks like a gigapet cat.
absolutely, yeah. Did you ever want to put your gigapet in a suit of power armor? Well, now you can!
Again! Trapped inside this ship. You'll have to go in my place. Oh, leave it up to Kiki. Some of my best conversations are with my cats.
Yeah, cats are such good listeners.
They are. They may not care about what you're talking about, but they'll listen.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Now get my food. I also like that the cat is not like an intelligent cat. It's just a cat. It's just a plain cat.
Parkour! Parkour, kitty.
So you can climb. Can cats swim? No. Well, I guess they have to put barriers up for you, and I guess it makes sense that a little kitten isn't going to want to get their paws wet.
So I have no idea. I just went left for funsies because I assumed that was the end of this level.
Nope.
You should hear Kiki.
Oh, so you can swim, you just don't like it. Clever.
Oh.
Nice.
This is so cute! So, I kind of want to touch the spiky things, but I kind of don't because in all games, spiky is bad.
I think they're just plants. They look like they're
totally
waving.
just plants.
Yeah.
Should we go down?
Well, I was going to say,
down.
can you go through that little orb on the wall? Is that a door? Well, now you're going to find out later.
Parkour! What's this mushroom? It's just a mushroom.
It's just...
So, today's youth will not know what the hell that is. So, kids, this is what a floppy disk is called.
Yeah. No one 3D printed the save icon. This is a real device people used to carry their homework around on.
Remember back in the day where one floppy disk had, like, the power to destroy the world?
Oh, yeah. People were, like, looking very seriously into each other's eyes and going, you have to take the documents, take this... Oh!
Somehow it fits custom-made cats! Because I just want to get out.
That's just good advice for life. Press X when you want to get out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! This is so bad!
Cat with guns! Now this is all 8-bit and fun, and black and white too, very lo-fi, but imagine how cool this would be as like an anime series. Like a cat in power armor. Oh, so that's the save station too.
Oh.
Hey.
Is that can't be my guard.
Did you run out? You're not shooting.
I'm not shooting!
Run away!
Whatever it is, I never
Oh, you're almost
What
dead.
is that? No! So I just going in and trying to shoot all things.
Okay, crisis averted. Okay, go back to the save. No, your armor's still messed up. I was gonna say, go back to the save station and see if that heals you.
Yeah.
Because in Metroid games, sometimes that does. Yes! Oh, what's this then? It's a plus of what?
Oh,
Nice.
health kit mod!
You have 7 hit points now.
Boom! Health kits! Good work, Kiki! So cute!
Now, I'm not sure why they're timing you, but they're timing you.
I know, and it's stressing me out. once you clear a level, it's like, because you know how there's a lot of timers that pop up. Okay.
Oh! That's not
Do you think
fun.
I can summon my mech?
No, but I bet you can run and jump. Yes. There we go. Running jump. Parkour.
Oh, so now I go this way.
Yeah, and you can't get down that other area until you blast the other stuff. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, that's my ship.
That's the
I
ship.
don't blast the ship.
No, but there was like that spongy stuff that was
Yeah.
that you could go down with. Yeah. You probably need missiles, like the gun that doesn't fire right now.
Just watch the
You like to
frogs,
pick violence against helpless animals?
Violence against amphibians. You're obviously with the space rocks, so...
Obviously. Ooh, save station.
Ew.
You can get your hit point back. That's all.
I'm so happy!
You just like to make your kitty happy, don't you? Well, should we take a quick break here and then give people the option to tap out? Yeah, this game looks huge, like absolutely huge. Like here's the map, and we've been all over the place. But I feel like if you want to watch more of this, we'll keep playing. Yeah. Absolutely. But if anyone wants to jump out now, then we'll go back to the rest of the episode. And anyone wants to continue watching,
I guess you have to do a wrap up.
I do. I got to wrap up the whole thing.
What are you doing? Watching me play games?
I don't know.
Have
I'm
work
being
to
lazy.
do.
Well, I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna go finish up the episode, and then you keep playing here. And then if anyone wants to join you, we'll have another link for you. All right.
Well, this is a few minutes of Gato Roboto, as mentioned in last week's episode. I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm gonna stay playing.
I'm loving it. I want to watch more already.
But you can't. 'Cause you
No,
gotta
I
work.
can't. I gotta go. I gotta get back to work.
And you, thanks for watching. I'm Tiny NPC.
I'm Rocket Man.
See ya.
So yeah, that Sonic redesign, totally a great idea. I mean, look at those eyes, am I right? And those calves? Well, maybe you're into that sort of thing. By the way, I'm a huge fan of your work. Well, that's all for us this week. We had a fantastic time talking about everything at E3 and playing through Gato Roboto. We played on for a whole hour or more. The rest of the video is going to be up elsewhere. I'm sure we've got a link somewhere around, either on screen or below. So come check that out. We were excited the entire time. Big thanks as well, of course, to Jamie Hardy, the Mortgage Gal. She's with you every step of the way, themortgagegal.ca. So I hope you'll come by and check out all the rest of our content that we've got on our social media and our website, mercyofwhims.com. Like, share, and subscribe. We are the place that is for nerds and by nerds, providing everything you need. And I'll be back next week for a little light gun revenge of my own. And maybe a bite of a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Don't you touch my snacks!
I gotta go. See you later.